2020 is only a few days away, and I know you all have RPGs on your mind. There are some massive titles coming out in 2020, and this video is going to look at the ones that I'm most looking forward to. I'm only going to mention ones that either have a specified release date or that I'm fairly confident will be released in 2020, so titles like Elden Ring won't be mentioned. Let me know in the comments which RPGs you're most looking forward to. Alright, let's get into it. At number 10, we have Wasteland 3. Now, the second title in the series has been on my to-do list for a while now, but I just haven't got around to giving it a shot despite its very positive reception. Wasteland 3 is a squad-based isometric RPG featuring tactical turn-based combat. The game is set in the freezing wastelands of post-apocalyptic Colorado, and you play the role of the last surviving member of a ranger squad. This time around, you'll be able to play cooperative multiplayer with 2 players being able to work together with their squads. This is something I'm most looking forward to as I love co-op RPGs. I'll be keeping a close eye on this one. I was a huge fan of the original Nioh. It took a lot about what I loved about the Soul series and mixed it up with a load of brand new innovative mechanics. Nioh 2 is a prequel set in the 1500s, but to be honest, I don't really care what happens. In fact, I was completely lost with what went on in the original game. It was the awesome combat that did it for me. This time around, you create your own character and you're able to summon 2 AI party members. Furthermore, there is 3-player co-op, and I'm really interested to see how this will work with this sort of game. Nioh 2 should be a no-brainer for Souls fans. So many hours of my life were spent co-oping Seiken Densetsu 3 with my mates. It was my go-to game to play through emulation back in the day, and considering how great it was, I can't believe it's only just been released in the West in the Seiken Densetsu collection. Trials of Mana is the new name for this remake, and as awesome as this remake looks, I do have my concerns as the original Secret of Mana remake left a lot to be desired. I'm just hoping that the developers can learn from their mistakes and make Trials of Mana as good as it should be. If they can, then bring on loads more hours of couch co-op. Here's one you don't see every day, a real-time tactical RPG set in Chicago during the early 1900s. You play the role of a crime boss and do everything that's necessary to stay on top and grow your empire. This includes making contacts and allies, running your not-so-illegal businesses, and destroying whoever gets in your way. The actions that you choose as boss will have an impact on how your gang behaves. For example, if excessive brutality is your thing, then members of your gang may turn into serial killers, which may present some new problems for you. Fingers crossed that this one turns out decent, because at this point, I'm pumped. Huge Tales fan here. This series has some absolutely incredible JRPGs that need to be played by all fans of the genre, Xillia and Berseria being my 2 personal favourites for the record. Tales of Arise takes place in a world divided by the medieval Dana and the technologically advanced Rena, who holds power over Dana. The visuals look next level for a Tales game, and I cannot wait to jump into my next Tales journey. Is it still cool to do that in public? I don't know. Growing up, I was completely sucked into the Dragon Ball Z anime, and a full-fledged RPG is something that I cannot wait for. Kakarot follows the mainline Dragon Ball Z story that fans all know and love, and this retelling of the events is something that I'm most looking forward to. Taking the role of Goku and taking part in massive fights with overpowered moves? Yes please. It really feels like this game has been in development forever. Biomutant is essentially a post-apocalyptic open-world RPG with a focus on martial arts style combat. You play the role of a little raccoon-looking creature who can mix melee and ranged attacks with special mutant abilities. The choice-driven story is all about a plague which has covered much of the land, including the Tree of Life, and this threatens all life in the world. One interesting feature here is that the physical appearance of your mutant directly affects your stats. For example, if you make a small, light character, he will naturally be faster and more agile, while a character with a big head will be more intelligent. There's a lot to be excited for in Biomutant, and I'm keeping a close eye on an exact release date. Before we get into the top 3 titles, here's some upcoming RPGs worthy of an honourable mention that don't quite make the cut for me. Maneater has only recently been announced, and it's something that I never thought I would see. It's an open world shark RPG. Yeah, it looks completely over the top and I love it for this. Basically, you play the role of a shark with the goal of eating people and destroying things. There's gore, jumps, gore, flips, and gore. Okay, I'll admit it, I'm intrigued, but I won't blame you for skipping this one completely. The Dark Crystal has been around for a long time. In fact, it all started in 1983 as a highly acclaimed fantasy film. More recently, the Netflix series The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance was released, and this led to what you see right now. This tactical RPG will focus on the resistance of Gelfling fighting against the repressive overlords, the Skeksis. If you're into the movies or the series, then this strategy RPG may be worth checking out. The glitchy mess that is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is something that I think everyone needs to play. It was such a unique, enjoyable experience, but I never thought I would see the day it would get a sequel. Bloodlines 2 takes place in Seattle during the Christmas season. The world is one where vampires, werewolves, and demons hide in the darkness, with the vampires following a code to conceal their existence from humans, hence the title The Masquerade. This time around, the main character is one of a number of humans who have been turned by rogue vampires, which causes an uproar between various vampire groups.
We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
I highly recommend that you keep an eye on this one in 2020. Now this one is a no-brainer. Cyberpunk 2077 has had some massive hype for years, and now that it's just around the corner, I am more excited than ever. If you're one of the unfortunate ones who lives under a rock, Cyberpunk 2077 is a first-person RPG set in a futuristic city. It's also being developed by CD Projekt Red, the same guys behind the Witcher series, which I am totally addicted to again thanks to the new Netflix series. Everything that has been thrown our way so far looks absolutely amazing, and to put the cherry on top, it features Keanu Reeves. April 16 for this one, bring it on. Well, most of you would have seen this one coming. I don't think I've ever been so excited for a game in my life, and the best part is that we have just over 2 months left until we can finally play it. I personally think that it's great that they're expanding this epic story so much, and I can't wait to see how they represent to us the city of Midgar. There's also rumours of a demo that may be incoming very soon. Now I can usually hold off with demos, but there is no way I'll be able to resist this time around. I am counting down the days. And there's my top 10 RPGs being released in 2020. I have a feeling that it's going to be a strong year for RPGs. What do you think? Which RPGs are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. This was Hellfire RPGs, thanks for watching. If you like this, hit like and be sure to subscribe for more RPG content. See you next time.